So this video is a demonstration of the extensor compartment of the forearm, the muscles. We can start here by the brachioradialis muscle. Coming from here, these are the fibers of the brachioradialis, and continuing as these fibers, it inserts into the styloid of the styloid process of the radius. Below it, we can see the acral muscle, extensor carpi, radialis longus muscle, and then below it we can see the extensor carpi, radialis brevis muscle. These two muscles, the extensor carpi radialis longus and the brachioradialis, come from the supracondyle of the humerus and from the common extensor origin, while the acral, which is the extensor carpi radialis brevis, and the rest of the superficial muscles of the extensor compartment come from the common extensor origin, which is the lateral epicondyle. So continuing with the muscles, we can see going into the back, this is the extensor digitorum muscle. This is the extensor digitorum, 3 tendons over here. Then we have these fibers. These are for the extensor digiti minimi muscle. And the last muscle in the superficial extensor compartment is the extensor carpi ulnaris muscle. We'll see their insertions once we get there. So going closer to the hand, this is the brachioradialis, and then the tendons of the acral and acrab will go deep below these two muscles. We'll mention them now, and we can see them here. These are the two tendons, the acral and the acrab, and emerging here we can see this is the tendon of the acral muscle, extensor carpi radialis longus. This is the tendon, and it inserts into the second metacarpal bone, and this is the tendon of the extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle, here, from here, and then here, and inserting into the third metacarpal bone. We can see also the tendons here. These are the tendons of the extensor digitorum muscle, and we can see also over here that this tendon on the small finger, this is the tendon of the extensor digitorum for the small finger. Okay, so it's not this. These tendons, these two, are for the extensor digiti minimi muscle, coming from here, and then it's a characteristic of it that it branches into two tendons inserting into the little finger. So these tendons are for the extensor digiti minimi muscle, and these are for the extensor digitorum, and this is for the small finger, the branch of it for the small finger, and each of these for its own finger. Over here we can see the tendon of one of the muscles of the deep compartment, which is the extensor indicis muscle. This is the tendon of it. Going into the muscles of the deep compartment, we mentioned the extensor indicis. We also have the abductor pollicis longus muscle. This is the abductor pollicis longus inserting here. We can see the extensor pollicis brevis muscle over here inserting into the proximal phalanx. And this is the snuff box also. We know it, the anatomical snuff box. And on the other end of it, we have the extensor pollicis longus muscle inserting into the distal phalanx. The indicis, I've mentioned it, and the tendon of the extensor carpi ulnaris muscle, we can see it here. This is the tendon of it, inserting into the fifth metacarpal bone. And the last muscle, which is of the superficial compartment, this is the anconeus. From the ulna to the humerus, it helps in the extension of the forearm, and that's it.